This is Roll Credits.
All right, and thank you, Buckley, and welcome again to Roll Credits. I am one of your hosts, Unquest, and I am joined by...
I'm Cap.
That's it? I'm Cap.
I mean...
Wow.
I'm going for a minimalistic approach here. I mean...
Talk about original. Whatever.
It works
welcome
for
to
Groot.
Roll Credits, folks. Groot is a fucking tree.
You don't know that I'm not.
Thought. I do know you're not. You're not tall enough to be a tree, motherfucker. Speaking of trees, I actually had a very interesting experience today in that I fucking pulled a CD out of a Ford Focus, and you'll never guess what that CD was.
Porcupine Tree?
Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix Volume 1.
Oh, wow. Random.
I mean, granted, the car was 2015. It wasn't really random. It kind of tracks with who this person was, but it was fascinating to find. Obviously, I let them have their CD before they left. Yeah. I sold them a 2020 Crosstrek, which was a loaner vehicle, and therefore it had about 7,000 miles on it, but it was priced at $27,000 for a limited, which is about $3,000 under what they'd be new.
Not bad.
So we saved a bit of coin.
If I ever trade in a car, I'm gonna leave like a weird fucking CD. I'm gonna leave like Cher's greatest hits or something in there just to fuck with the salesman.
It's probably not going to be noticed.
Oh.
Most people don't bother checking the CD players. You have no idea how many times I'll hop in used cars that have been on the lot for 30, 60, 90 days, and I'll fucking pull out some random ass CD that's been sitting in there because detailing crew doesn't do their job right, and no salesman ever bothers to check.
Fine. What I'll do is I'll leave it on if you could turn back time, and I'll crank the volume up as loud as it can go, so whoever drives the car next is in for a little treat. How about that?
I'll be the salesman when they park it over in the back lot for the fucking detailing crew to take.
Worth it.
What's probably going to happen is they're just going to turn off the radio, and that's going to be that.
Why do you gotta rain on my parade?
Because I deal in the reality of your dream. Sorry.
Well,
the same way I envisioned doctor's visits being fun, and you could probably ruin those for me.
Oh, definitely.
Behind the scenes stuff is never fun. Don't have a fucking car salesman as a co-host. Sorry, bud. That being said, I have to drink to cope with my problems, and today I am drinking UV Blue Raspberry because I have not finished the bottle yet, and I'm still a little bitch.
Nice. That sounds tasty.
It's actually not bad. 60 proof, so it kind of burns a little bit, but not enough to like hurt. I'm still mixing it with lemonade because it just creates like a really nice fruity beverage and makes me pretend that it can be warm where I live.
Right, it's cold out there.
It's cold all over the country right now, but yeah.
Shout out to Texas.
No, my customer's mom, his co-signer was fucking stuck in Texas.
Oh,
when
shit.
That fucking snowstorm first happened. They had like the last flight out of San Antonio or something. Like they were trapped. It's actually fascinating.
Huh.
Hearing her story about just, hundreds of people laying all on the fucking sides of the roads, and like they actually bought blankets for a couple of them. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, I heard they like derailed a train just so they could use the diesel engine for as a generator.
I'd believe it. But yeah, very sad story. Anyways, what are you drinking, Cap?
I'm drinking a custom hot toddy with black tea and blackened whiskey.
The spicy honey. You can't forget spicy honey. That's the only thing that makes it actually custom.
Well, yeah, and I also am using Hot Ones brand spicy honey. Not good
Which is the
at
only
all.
thing that it's the only thing that makes a hot toddy unique, and then you combine the maple flavor with the spicy flavor, but you did it backwards. Instead of making spicy maple, you fucking just threw spicy honey in with maple.
Oh, I have maple syrup. I could have made this so much better.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have done something better, and you could have still kept the spice. You just fucked it up.
Yeah, this is awful. I immediately regretted this decision.
You overblew the subtlety of the whiskey with all the spice.
Yeah, subtlety's not my strong suit, so.
Well, then it needs to be, because all you can drink is hard liquor because of your weak genes.
I'm not wearing jeans.
Hardy har.
But,
So on that note, I do believe that we both listened to a certain follow-up album of a certain pop-punk band.
We did.
Would you care to introduce this album?
Yes, I would like to. So we covered, well, didn't cover, but we listened to Sum 41's.
Nope, we covered it. It's coming out. It's going to be on our podcast, Patreon. Go join Suck My Dick at patreon.com, and then you'll get to hear our debut album.
There probably is a Patreon named Suck My Dick, so let's...
Oh no, we used all of our micro influence to give that person, what, $1?
Yeah. I'm kind of curious. I'm going to Google that when we get done.
Sounds like a good plan.
As I was saying, we listened to Sum 41's sophomore album, All Killer No Filler, which was released on May 8th, 2001.
You gonna elaborate on that?
It's their second album, and also their arguably most popular album, containing the singles Fat Lip, Motivation, and Into Deep, which were inescapable the summer of 2002.
It's not questionable at all in terms of sales. Is easily their biggest album. Underclass Zero did okay, but this is easily their biggest album by far.
Right. Yeah, fair enough. I'm not too... I'm aware of them, but I'm not aware of them enough to know. I mean, I know Underclass Hero sucked.
Somebody's gonna call that sacrilege.
I'm a big fan of the guitar player, Dave Baksh, aka Brown Sound. When he left, I really did not like the direction they took, so that's kind of why I stopped following them for the longest time.
Derek Whibley is a real talent.
I guess. I mean, he definitely is in charge of 90% of the songwriting. So, I mean, but Brown Sound definitely contains a lot of the more metal influence, I feel like, because with their newer...
Did you call All Killer No Filler their second album?
Yes.
It was their debut album.
No, they had 30 Half Hour of Power. That was their first album. Half Hour of
Power is an EP.
Still a professionally recorded and produced album.
An EP is not the same thing as an album.
So their sophomore release, the second professional piece of music they put out. How about that?
Marginally better, I guess. I'm still confused as to why you think an EP and an album are synonymous.
I mean, this is just about as long as the EP was. How many songs were on Half Hour of Power?
Fucking 5 songs, man. It's an EP.
Alright, let's see. Let's look it up here. EP...
I guess it is literally 30 minutes.
There's 11 songs on Half Hour of Power.
Well, it's still an EP.
Though officially an EP, Half Hour of Power may also be considered the band's debut studio album.
I don't give a shit what Wikipedia says. It's an EP.
Just because it's an EP doesn't make it not a legit album. Actually, let me see here.
Yes, it does. There is a distinct difference for a reason. An extended play is an extended play. An album is an album.
I mean, the lines kind of
they have the separate names.
Blur a little bit, because traditionally it used to be that EPs were released on 45s, right?
An EP was a mini album that, usually would come on a... Well, if I remember correctly, well, you know what? Here, I'm just going to fucking look it up. An extended play, often referred to as an EP or mini album, is a musical recording that contains more tracks than a single, but is usually unqualified as an album or LP. Contemporary EPs generally contain a minimum of 3 tracks and a maximum of 6 tracks and are considered less expensive and time-consuming for an artist to produce than an album. An EP originally referred to specific types of vinyl records other than 78 standard plays and long plays, is now applied to mid-length CDs and downloads as well. So yes, in a sense, it would have been a 45, but it wouldn't have been because it's a 45. It would have been because it's not a 78 or a fucking,
Yeah,
it wasn't a fucking 78 or 33.
Right. But this album, Half Hour Power, is 2 minutes shorter than All Killer No Filler. So 2 minutes makes the difference between considering it.
It's one very specific instance.
I think that's why it says arguably.
And I just argued and proved why it has to be considered an EP.
I think the only reason it's called an EP is because it says EP. If they released it as a full,
it's released as an EP,
but it also could have been released as a full album.
Price is an EP.
I know full albums.
They're not printings, just like an EP.
I know full albums out there that are less than 30 minutes long.
Yeah, me too, and they're not generally considered very good.
I think Meteora is up there. Meteora is only like 33 or 34 minutes.
Okay, that's longer than 30 minutes. I was thinking shit like Mardi Gras. The worst album by fucking Creedence.
I'm not, oh right, I think we discussed that one, yeah.
What, Mardi Gras?
Yeah.
Is their 7th album and the one that killed the band? It
right. Because they all wanted their own.
Debate. It's not because they all wanted their own thing. It's because Doug Clifford and Stu Cook are fucking prima donnas, and fucking Tom Fogerty joined them for some reason instead of his brother's side. Tom Fogerty left the band. It basically left John Fogerty with 2 fucking whiners who couldn't write and couldn't sing, but they wanted to have an equal say in what the band does. Which they shouldn't have.
Right.
Case in point being, the only album they were allowed to sing and write songs for was Mardi Gras, and it literally killed the band. TCR put out like an album every 6 goddamn months before that point, and then that album took 2 goddamn years to create. I'm kidding. Between their self-titled, which was in 1968, and fucking Pendulum, which was in 1970, they did 6 albums every 6 months, all of which have singles that you have heard of.
Oh, I'm
but
sure.
Mardi Gras only has Someday Never Comes.
I've never even heard that one.
Someday Never Comes?
Yeah, not doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, you definitely have. First thing I remember was asking Papa why. Oh, there were many things I didn't know. It's one of their biggest songs ever.
Yeah, it doesn't ring a bell.
How well he smiled. I promise you, if you heard it, you would know it. It's a fucking massive song. But the other hit was, the other single was Sweet Hitchhiker, which was written by Tom Fogerty. I'd call it probably the worst song he's ever written. It is just fucking saccharine stupid.
Huh.
But it was written while he was going through a divorce, and it has that same kind of sound.
Right.
The song is about watching a hitchhiker and being attracted to her as she fucking is walking along the road and being so ogled by her that you fucking run your car into the ditch. Because you're imagining Roadhead.
That seems oddly specific.
Not that oddly specific. It makes a lot more sense when you figure the song came out in 1971, back when hitchhiking was a fucking national phenomenon.
Fair enough. I'm just saying that situation probably happened. I don't think it was,
But the unwritten book of the road?
Yeah.
That was like a common fucking assumption as to the rules of the road.
Yeah, fair enough.
The unwritten book of the road is a fucking... That line is a fucking George Carlin bit.
And then there's also Roger Waters' Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking.
Yeah, it's a whole fucking thing. I doubt that event actually happened to John Fogerty. A, because he's just a good songwriter like that, and B, because he was just going through a divorce and was essentially writing a song about male fantasy. It's pretty much the equivalency of the modern fantasy of running into a porn star, like out in public or something.
Yeah, I don't understand that fantasy. It's kind of...
Me neither, because I would just fucking be ashamed and awkward because I would recognize them, but it's one of those things where I would be too fucking shameful to admit why I recognize them.
Right.
Like, can you imagine walking up to a fucking stranger, male or female, and being like, wow, I've seen your porn. I've seen your genitals. I've shamefully masturbated to you fucking.
So many times.
Can you imagine walking up to someone and fucking saying that? Like, can you imagine just grocery shopping and all of a sudden seeing Piper Perry in front of you and fucking walking up to her and saying that shit? Just how goddamn embarrassing it would be.
Oh, absolutely. Or especially if you're like with somebody.
Oh god, can you imagine doing that like in front of a friend or something? You'd never live it down.
Like, hey, how do you know that person?
No, like, especially if it was like a dude and like a fucking bro. You would never live it down. You'd either A, be a legend, or B, you'd be the fucking joke of the group. And I don't know which one is better, but I know for a fact you'd be one of those two.
Right.
Don't even tell me that you wouldn't be.
Oh, no, that's...
Right on the fucking nail.
It'd probably be a game of chicken to who points her out first.
Honestly, probably. If your friend has similar tastes. Fucking horrifying, though. Seriously, like... I don't understand fucking why people would write songs about, like, fantasies like that. And when I put it into a modern context, Sweet Hitchhiker just seems worse. But like I said, dude was going through a divorce at the time. It
Yeah, he gets
logically tracks. Even if it's not necessarily a good song. But the B-side on both the songs are fucking horrifying. If I remember correctly, the B-side on fucking Someday Never Comes was Tearing Up the Country, which isn't the worst song ever. The B-side on fucking Sweet Hitchhiker is Door to Door, which I shit you not is this goddamn song written by Stu Cook about being a fucking door-to-door salesman.
Like
imagine Born on the Bayou, but if it was written by someone with no goddamn talent.
That's quite possibly the most boring,
It's not even boring. It'd be boring if he could fucking sing. He can't fucking sing, though. So the entire time he's going like fucking... Oh, die, like he sounds like that. That's a fucking like ridiculous exaggeration. And now imagine that compared to John Fogerty's voice. John Fogerty can fucking holler.
Oh yeah.
Dude
he had
one of the biggest fucking ranges in rock music.
Yeah, he had pipes.
He was on like he still has fucking pipes. Have you seen him perform lately?
No.
Motherfucker can still sing better than most 20-year-olds. Dude still got it.
Yeah,
I don't know how. But no, fucking he is an amazing artist.
Yeah, some people have all the gifts. I mean, look at Ozzy. Ozzy could still, I mean, I don't know about now, but,
No, he can still sing. He's just not fucking functional in the head.
Right. Well, I mean, he does have Parkinson's, I think.
Yeah, he got diagnosed with it, but he hasn't been functional in the head for the last 15 fucking years.
So, it's a lot of drug use and,
I doubt it was fucking undiagnosed Parkinson's is all I'm saying.
I can't help but wonder if Parkinson's is a side effect from every single, like, all the drugs he's taken, which is all of them.
I considered that myself, but I don't think that tracks because guys like Lou Gehrig and fucking Michael J. Fox have gotten Parkinson's, and they don't seem like they're fucking having problems.
Right. I mean, might be a little bit of column A.
Gehrig had fucking problems.
Yeah.
But that's because he died like 30 goddamn days. But Michael J. Fox, like, he doesn't have any major fucking, like, he's not fucking broken in the head, you know?
No, he seemed to, like, of all, like, the child stars, he seemed to turn out pretty well considering the rest of them.
Yeah, his whole problem was just the whole ALS thing.
Well, Parkinson's, it's different.
Yeah, Parkinson's, or did he have fucking Lou Gehrig's?
He had Parkinson's. Well, he has Parkinson's.
Does?
Yeah,
Okay.
Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's.
I wasn't 100% sure on which of the two he had. But that being said, like, mentally it didn't really affect him much. He's just a normal fucking dude. He just couldn't act as much because,
right,
you know, shaky.
Yeah, because I remember Spin City, it was like starting to be like apparent, and then I think David Spade took over, and it just wasn't.
Yeah, probably Spin City would have been the last thing they did. He did the Michael J. Fox show in like 2013. That was on fucking TV. That was kind of good. I thought. I don't know why it got canceled.
He might not have just been able to do it. And it seems like it takes a lot.
No, the whole show was written around his fucking Parkinson's.
Oh, I don't know. I never saw it.
It's just a self-written show in the same way like fucking every comedian has ever done.
Uh-huh.
It just happens to be him being like a news anchor or something, having fucking Parkinson's, shaking all over the place. No, he's on Designated Survivor. I'm trying to think of what else he did. I don't think he did much else though.
Right.
I know he's in The Frighteners, but that was in like '96.
Yeah, I think didn't that just get remade recently? No, I'm thinking
Frighteners?
Flatliners. That got remade recently.
Flatliners got, well, a couple fucking years ago, but yeah.
With Elliot Page.
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like a hot minute ago.
It felt like it wasn't like 2 or 3 years ago, but
Flatliners remake? It was like 2016, wasn't it?
yeah, maybe. I don't know. My concept of time.
I just remember it bombing out of fucking theaters.
Oh, it wasn't very good.
2017.
It wasn't very good.
Okay, the original wasn't very good.
Right.
Of all films to get a fucking remake, I'm kind of confused why that one did.
I mean, they're kind of running out of
Even
shit
just
to remake.
fucking even not Kiefer Sutherland films. No, you can't fucking tell me that. They're remaking Kiefer Sutherland fucking, what's his name? Fucking the director. What is his goddamn name? Kiefer Sutherland and Joel Schumacher. Okay, if they're remaking Joel Schumacher and Kiefer Sutherland films, why would they not do The Lost Boys?
I see.
Huh?
You just want to remake of The
Seriously.
Lost Boys.
I don't want to remake a Lost Boys, but logically it makes more sense than Flatliners. At least you can fucking go somewhere with that movie.
I'm ready for a remake of Con Air. That's such a good movie.
I'm not, because I feel like that movie only works because of the actors in it, and I feel like as soon as you remove John Malkovich and fucking
Nicolas
Nick Cage and fucking Chappelle and like everyone else in that movie who makes it entertaining, it's just not gonna fucking be right.
Oh, very true. I mean, there's
And just
like,
the three I named are all people you can't fucking replace.
right, especially Nick Cage. I mean, he.
That being said, I would be fascinated in seeing fucking Terry Crews play Diamond Dog.
That would be perfect.
Right? Like, he'd be a little more goofy, but he kind of looks the part already.
Right.
Like, in the sense that he's fucking huge.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
you know, at the time, fucking Ving Rhames was fucking massive, you know?
Right. You know, he's the Arby's guy?
Ving Rhames?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe it. That sounds like his voice. Like, I didn't know that, but like...
Yeah, he's the
Don't doubt
fucking
it.
Arby's guy. I thought it sounded like James Earl Jones to start, but no, that's Ving Rhames.
No, I don't think I've seen him in anything since I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
I mean,
Is that sad?
I mean, he's getting
You're not
up there.
missing much. It's just Adam Sandler fucking trying to be gay positive, but doing a really bad job of it.
Right. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
And it's not the worst movie ever, but as a bisexual man, I did not fucking... Like, it had some funny jokes, but most of the funniness was the shit that wasn't making fun of homosexuality. The shit that did make fun of homosexuality just kind of made me uncomfortable.
I mean, even at the time, it seemed kind of tone deaf.
Yeah, right? And now imagine how it is like 10, 15 years later.
I mean, really, how has that, like, not been, like, canceled yet?
Because it's fucking Adam Sandler and Kevin James. Nobody gives a shit. The same fucking reason Pixels wasn't canceled.
You know,
The same fucking reason most questionable shit Adam Sandler does isn't canceled. Because who the fuck wants to cancel that guy?
right.
A, just because he's like a genuinely good dude. B, because can you imagine being that miserable asshole who digs up an old Adam Sandler movie that made fucking like no money and fucking shits on it?
Right.
Who is such a miserable asshole they have to fucking whining and bitching and moaning about an Adam Sandler movie.
Hey, there's people out there.
It's bad. Nobody fucking cares because like nobody has that kind of fucking miserable energy built up inside them.
Don't put out that challenge.
Whatever.
There's somebody out there.
I'm sure, but I don't know. Fucking tag me in it, I guess. Fucking post it on TikTok or something and tag me in it. Break it down into 20 fucking videos and just do them 20 fucking videos at 1 minute each and fucking tag me in it. And I'll fucking watch every single one of them and then I'll make a fucking response pointing out why you're a retard. That being said, now I want to recast Con Air. So who do we have play Nick Cage's part?
We need somebody like hammy and like good at overacting, but like also kind of
Mulaney.
John Mulaney?
Yeah, sure, why not?
No, John Mulaney's like a fucking twig. He can't do Nick Cage.
He's fucking goofy though, and we're putting fucking Terry Crews in Ving Rhames' spot. Ving Rhames make fucking Terry Crews look like an 8th grader.
I mean, yeah, but it's still a semi-serious movie.
Are we doing semi-serious? I thought that went out the fucking window when we threw Terry Crews into the fucking mix.
I mean, Terry Crews, Terry can be a serious actor, semi.
Even when he's being a serious actor, it's as a straight man for a fucking wacky character. But fine. Andy Samberg.
That's just basically Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You might as well cast a fucking troll.
We don't need to cast the rest of them. It's just Andy Samberg. Fucking goofy. He can be serious. He fucking looks the part. I feel like he's
You know what's actually funny? Andy Samberg was the one who did the Nick Cage impressions on SNL.
Andy Samberg did a lot of shit that he doesn't necessarily get credit for, and it kind of fucking frustrates me. So are we in agreement, Andy Samberg?
I mean, he's got to get into shape, though.
He can get in shape. If Chris Pratt can get in shape, he can get in shape.
That's true.
He's a lot fucking closer to in shape than fucking... Like, all he really has to do is bulk up. So that brings us to John Malkovich. Who do you think should be good for John Malkovich?
That's hard, too, because John Malkovich is a really serious actor.
Very unique. And he's very unique.
I mean, being John Malkovich is a great fucking movie. I mean, if we're going just based on looks, could do Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No fucking wrestlers. Wrestlers can't fucking act. There's one wrestler that can act, and that's The Rock. That being said, I think David Cross would do the part fine.
David Cross?
He's got that same fucking attitude. That same smarmy, sarcastic asshole attitude.
Yeah, they sound kind of similar, too, now that you mention it. I kind of hate that I don't dislike that.
You see what I mean? And he's even got a goatee. Like, he's got a beard right now, but if he shaved that shit and took off the glasses, I feel like it's a good fit.
He'd have to lose weight, though.
Yeah, but he's like 60, so of course he has some fucking weight on him.
Is David Cross that old?
Yeah, something like that. He's pushing it.
Damn.
Did you watch America Great?
No.
That was recorded in 2016, and he's got a big fucking bushy white beard and a fat guy. He looks like Phil goddamn Robertson. Except he's out there talking about fucking vape shops and shit.
Nice. I'll have to check that out.
David Cross. It's a Netflix special. It's absolutely worth it. So anyways, John Cusack, I feel like we could just throw anyone in this role. I want to throw Tom Cruise in it just because it'd be really funny to watch Tom Cruise try and take that role and turn it into a fucking starring role. Because he'd try.
Oh, absolutely. He tried doing that in Tropic Thunder.
So yeah, we're in agreement then. That or Ben Stiller, your choice. But Ben Stiller is just as old as John Cusack, so it's gonna look weird.
Ben Stiller did not age well. I don't think he would be a good fit.
No, he didn't. So I feel like I'm probably on the money with Tom Cruise.
I guess.
It means we're on to the hardest fucking part to recast in the entire movie.
Steve Buscemi?
Yes. Actually, second hardest. Steve Buscemi is second hardest. Who do we put in Steve Buscemi's part?
Somebody kind of creepy, kind of like weird looking.
Oh, what's the guy from Pennywise? Bill Skarsgård.
Yep, perfect. That's fucking yep. Bill Skarsgård done.
You let him do his fucking like walleye thing, and then you fucking just have him like ham it the fuck up. I feel like it'd be a good fit. Especially if he slicked back his hair.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So now we're on to the actual hardest role. Danny Trejo.
What's Antonio Banderas doing now?
Antonio Banderas is way too much of a fucking pretty boy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we need someone who looks like a fucking rapist. That sounds horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, you just tainted the casting.
Fucking characters are rape. Like,
I mean, literally Johnny 23, yeah, so...
yeah, Johnny 21. He's a fucking rapist. I don't know why I'm being, like, treated like I'm a fucking prick. That was his character.
Oh. Like, there's somebody, like, it's like Bill Skarsgård. There's, like, somebody, like, right there who would be perfect.
Is there?
Is there somebody who always plays a scumbag in a movie?
No.
The guy who played Ramsay Bolton in Game of Thrones?
No.
Yeah, they called me Johnny 23. If they knew who I really would, if they knew the truth, they'd call me Johnny 5000.
I don't think that there's a good replacement for him. I think that he's the one who can't be replaced.
Yeah, Danny Trejo. He's
like, really and truly, I don't think there's anyone who could fucking replace him. That actually kind of fucking bothers me, because that means when he dies, it's just going to be like losing Alec Guinness.
Oh.
Or Christopher Lee or something. So, Antonio Banderas is just as fucking old as Danny Trejo.
Yeah, I just, that was an ass ball. Because I really...
Like, they fucking both had their career start at the same goddamn time.
How about Vin Diesel?
Diesel?
Yeah, Vin Diesel.
I mean, you get Vin Diesel to fucking wear a wig and I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of got, like, the menacing, like...
He's got the look, yeah.
Yeah.
And he can do serious, more fucking scary roles like that. Just look at Riddick. He fucking handled, like, that entire fucking trilogy. He does that really well. Like, his range isn't huge, but he can that character is within his range. So, yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it.
Yeah.
So there's our recasting on air. Lack of a better actor.
What about Pinball? I mean, I know it's... Kevin Hart. That's an easy one.
Oh, you mean fucking Dave Chappelle's character?
Yeah, just replace him with Kevin Hart.
No. Kevin Hart's fucking irritating. If we're going to replace him with, like, a black comedian, it's got to be Chris Rock.
They're right around the same age,
Chris
though.
Rock's a lot older, but, like, yeah, I know Chris Rock's a lot older, but Chris Rock's a lot more funny, and I can't fucking stand Kevin Hart.
No, you're not a fan of Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart's whole fucking shtick is just screeching and saying mildly offensive things.
He does get away with a lot. I don't know if it's because it's
small.
I'm gonna take note of that.
So essentially, his shtick is being Nate Diaz if Nate Diaz was fucking out of shape. Anytime I listen to Kevin Hart, all it makes me want to do is fucking sock the guy. Like he's not funny. He's just irritating.
I guess I'm biased because of the whole short
Central
thing.
Intelligence, huh?
I'm biased because of the whole short thing.
Have you ever seen Central Intelligence?
Is that the one with The Rock?
Yes, and it's absolutely fascinating because it's a character study in how to be a fucking charisma drain. Because Kevin Hart is just a fucking nuisance the entire movie, and all you want to do is fucking kick him in the nuts. Then Dwayne The Rock Johnson is nothing but fucking charm. And so it's just it's amazing the contrast between the two. And I feel like it's just, like I said, perfect fucking case study in charisma drain. Because the film turns out to be about a 5 or a 6 out of 10. Not because it's poorly written, because it's actually kind of cleverly written and kind of funny, but because Kevin Hart is just fucking insufferable.
I don't really
I'm
mind
not
it.
the only fucking person to believe that.
I enjoyed Get Hard.
I enjoyed it too because of Ice Cube, not because of him.
Right, and then
Just because it was cool to see Ice Cube being Ice Cube.
oh, you're thinking Ride Along.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, Get Hard was with Will Ferrell.
Yeah. Though, again, he's just kind of fucking irritating. That movie I fucking hated. Shit, yeah, you're right. The fucking Will Ferrell one. You know how fucking irritating Will Ferrell was in that movie? How irritating both of them were? That being said, watching Allison Brie be fucking,
She played, yeah, she played evil.
girlfriend.
Yeah, she played that well.
Which, not just played it well, the words. Yes, I like that role. I like seeing Alison Brie be a dominatrix in fucking hot-ass lingerie.
We try not to sexualize Annie.
I know, but fuck Community, because I had a crush on her the entire time that show was on the air. B, sexualize her, please. She's got the look for it. She's got that girl next door look. I don't know what it is, but it fucking works.
I can't believe she married fucking Dave Franco of all people.
Dave Franco's kind of fucking attractive.
Yeah,
And the dude's actually kind of intelligent. Have you ever listened to him in interviews?
No, I mean, I definitely don't mind it, but it's just not the pairing I would have expected.
I guess that's kind of fair. I don't know. He's not as fucking, like, weird as his brother, you know?
Right, yeah, Dave.
His brother is a lot more artsy.
Right.
Dave Franco's like the normal one. James Franco's like a lot more artsy. Dave Franco is like a little bit more attractive and a little bit more like it's not that he's more intelligent, it's that he's good at fucking, you know.
Right. He's just a much more conventionally
attractive and conventionally intelligent, I guess. He's not necessarily as artsy, and he's not ever going to be as fucking creative as his brother, but I do really enjoy his work.
Yeah, he directed a movie not too long ago. Fuck, what was it? It was with Jeremy Allen White from Community. Oh, The Rental. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, The Rental was fucking good. Although that one starred his wife.
Yep. Your fave was in that
horror film from last year. Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah, I watched it because I like Shameless and Jeremy Allen White, so that kind of was my original intent to watch it. I didn't dislike it.
I like Dan Stevens more in it, but I mean, he was kind of the main guy, so I really appreciated the film. Then obviously, you know, the ending was kind of ambiguous, and so I'm kind of hoping they do a sequel.
I think it's already been announced that there's a sequel in the works.
It may well have been. That being said, I didn't see that announcement. Regardless, I do find Dave Franco to be a very intelligent, charismatic person on and off the camera. And so I don't dislike him by any means, and so I can see why Alison Brie would marry him.
Fair enough.
Also, I feel like that marriage is a Hollywood marriage, and it's gonna fucking fall apart. In the same way that Tom Cruise and Bat Nipples fell apart. What's her name?
Alicia Silver, or not Alicia. Wait, Bad Nipples?
No, I think I am thinking of Alicia Silverstone, but I think I'm getting her confused with
Nicole Kidman.
What's her name? Yeah, from the other Batman movie, from Batman Forever.
Oh wow, that's going deep. But that was arranged by what's his face? Daniel.
Scientology.
Yeah, for keep Tom Cruise in the closet.
But yes, fucking Nicole Kidman is who I meant to say.
Right.
Because I was referring to Bat Nipples because Bat Nipples made an appearance in Batman Forever.
Didn't really go full Bat Nipples until Batman and Robin, though.
Which is why I realized that was a bad fucking combination to say.
But Oh yeah, and like Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson and yeah, another.
What?
Ryan Reynolds, Scarlett Johansson, another Hollywood marriage.
Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson are married?
Not anymore. I mean, they got divorced. They were married in like.
I didn't even fucking know that they were ever married. I thought that he was just always with Blake Lively.
No, they got married. Him and ScarJo got married like right around the time of. Like 08, I think they got married, and then they got divorced right around the time she did the Avengers and he did Green Lantern. I guess it was.
I believe it, but like, she was fucking, isn't she on like her third marriage? Because she was married to that fucking French journalist dude for a while.
Yeah, now she's married to fucking Colin Jost from SNL.
Well, yeah, recently.
Yeah, like.
But I'm talking about before then. She was married to fucking Romain, whatever the hell.
Yeah, she had a kid with that dude.
Yeah, the French journalist.
Yeah.
Do Reich, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't really know.
Oh, Reich, something like that. It's like a fucking weird French name.
Right.
I don't. Maybe I'm being fucking offensive. I don't give a shit, but.
And there goes all our French listeners. Haha.
Oh no! All one of them is gone. However, shall we live? No, I remember he married fucking Blake Lively like a decade ago now.
Right, because I think they actually met on the set of Green Lantern.
I would 100% believe that, and I'm very happy for them. I'm worried that they're going to end up like Chris Pratt, though.
Yeah, I mean, they seem like she seems to appreciate his juvenile humor.
Yeah, and so did Anna Faris.
Yeah, that's...
Until they got divorced, and that was very sad.
I'm still not over that one. That was...
Me neither.
That was a tough
And I
one.
I refuse to accept that he's married to Katherine Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that?
No, I have no fucking clue. Like, I legitimately have no fucking clue. I've never been able to understand the connection. Like, it's not like she's an actress or anything. Like, she's just Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter.
Right,
And
that's just weird.
Not only is it weird, I don't know the connection between it. He's never been to a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He doesn't seem to know Arnold Schwarzenegger outside of his wife. I just don't understand where the fuck they met.
Bizarre, really.
Like, it wouldn't be bizarre if I could find a connection, but I don't know about you. I've never been able to find a connection. I don't know how they met. I can't figure it out. It feels like it was just one day, all of a sudden, they were together.
Yeah, they met at the Catalina wine mixer.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, because I can't find a connection between the two.
I mean, it sounds good as an answer as any, so that's my headcanon.
But, like...
Yeah, no,
what?
No. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. It makes no sense.
Oh, God. So anyways, at one point, we were going to cover an album from 2001.
Wait, were we? Oh,
I believe so.
Oh, yeah, that Sum 41's second album.
It's not their second... God damn it. All Killer, No Filler. It went platinum in 3 different countries. It's a very good album with very solid singles. It's very much a product of its time. That's my thoughts in about 10 words, Cap.
Why use many word when few word do trick?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a good mix of, their punk roots with obvious inspirations from The Offspring, Green Day, and Goldfinger. Especially in the one song, Summer, where they actually do, like, some of the whoa-whoa-who's that The Offspring like to use, and then they kind of even used From Here in Your Bedroom by Goldfinger, they used the Still the Same, and it's kind of like the same, like, diction and whatever, but I think it's more of, like, an unconscious...
Like that's more just West Coast, California kind of way of pronouncing same. Right. And I feel like you just didn't catch that because you're not from the West Coast.
Very well could be.
Because I don't think of that as significant. I feel like that's a big difference, is because I'm close enough to the West Coast that a lot of my dialogue is shaped by Californian and Oregon culture.
Fair enough. And then, like, once they get later into the album, some of the songs kind of have, like, the beginning style of their later stuff. Like, Handle This and Heart Attack are more, like, introspective, and they kind of sound like what they do on Underclass Hero, which I'm not that big of a fan of. And then Crazy Amanda Bunkface and All She's Got are more, like, heavy and just, more chugging riffs, and that's more indicative of what they do on Chuck and Does This Look Infected? With the
Well, Does This Look Infected was their direct follow-up. It's probably my next favorite album by them. Underclass Hero almost feels a little too emo.
yeah,
Unfortunately, my biggest problem is that some of that stuff sounds more like Order and Decline, especially the harder stuff.
I did enjoy Order and Decline.
I didn't like Pain for Pleasure. I like Pain for Pleasure stage shows more than I like the actual song. If just because I feel like they do a better job when they're fucking playing 80s metal on stage live, it creates a better atmosphere.
Right.
Mostly because it's live.
Yeah, I mean,
the biggest songs I enjoy on this album are the introduction, Nothing on My Back, and the singles, which is not a good sign.
I mean, hey, lead with your best foot first.
What can I say? I don't want to waste my time.
Become another casualty of society?
Well, I'm already a casualty of society. I work in sales.
So you were in too deep then.
Yeah, I didn't want to fall in line, but I became a victim of the conformity.
The doctor said my mom should have had an abortion.
I believe that's what my mom's doctor said. Thank you very much.
Well, I mean, maybe it was the same doctor.
Yeah, probably. If there's any connection between us two in person, it would be that, right?
Right. But hey, maybe our moms enjoyed Pain for Pleasure.
I'm not making references to that song.
I enjoy, it's a pastiche of...
Well, it's named after the stage show they do where they fucking pretend to be Steel Panther or some shit, where they pretend to be... Well, it was before Steel Panther.
It's all a pastiche of 80s hair metal. They all switch instruments. The drummer sings, and I think Derek hopped on drums.
But it's just not that... I just don't find it that entertaining, I guess, as a song.
I kind of wish they would have done more in that style. I really enjoyed how I enjoy their heavier stuff. I think that's what it boils down to.
Go to one of their concerts then if you like that stuff. That's all they ever seem to play anymore live, so you can see that.
Kind of can't right now.
Well, right now, but obviously anytime that we talk about doing anything, we talk about doing it after right now.
Right.
Because right now it doesn't really facilitate too much public interaction.
But then actually the drummer left, I think, right around Underclass Hero. He's now
drummer's get replaced.
Huh?
a real estate salesman. We've talked about this on a previous episode.
Did we?
And or Beyond the Podcast. I know for a fact we have on one of the two. Because we talked about all his fucking properties out there in fucking Southern California. I know for a fact we have.
Yeah, I don't know if that actually ever made it on here, but...
It may or may not have made it onto an episode, but we have discussed it.
Okay. Yeah, see, but yeah, I kind of want to, like, call him up just so I could... I'm sure probably every fucking schmuck is like, are you the drummer from Sum 41?
In the bio, we talked about this. He mentions on the bio on the website. I feel like we need to do a whole episode about that kind of thing.
Like famous people in there. Right.
There's people who do weird shit now. Because he's a real estate agent and fucking selling like expensive ass properties. Because we talked about this. Because he has the fucking trailers, remember?
Vaguely. I don't know if that made it to air.
That were over $1 million. Well, it didn't make it to air, I don't think, but we did talk about it.
Which is why we're talking about it now, because now we can make it to air.
Yes, so. The drummer to fucking Sum 41 is a real estate agent in Southern California selling property.
In case
And
you haven't
he sells
gathered by
fucking
now.
expensive property. Huh?
In case they haven't gathered by now.
But no, they all fucking do weird shit. Mike Spillick, or whatever his fucking name is, you know, the original fucking the dude from Closet Monster who was also in the fucking band. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait, I know what the fuck. This is gonna be fucking weird. He was the producer on Abandon All Ships.
Oh my god.
You're fucking welcome. Anyways,
Ugh.
he's like the original fucking bass player or something. Anyways, we're thinking of Steve Jokes.
Yeah, Steve O.
I
Jokes.
definitely fucked up.
Yeah, he's a...
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was the original drummer. I was trying to think of his name for a second there.
I said
Anyways,
it.
he's a fucking... Huh?
I said it when we first got on this topic. I said it. Steve O.
Yes, they did. You said their original fucking drummer. You didn't say his name. I promise you.
Leave a comment in the
Anywho,
comment section
he
on
is
if I said it
fucking
or
selling
not.
things- He is selling property for the Paul Kaplan Group, which is a Southern California property management company. And when you fucking open up their page, he talks about being a musician and a comedian and all kinds of fucking shit. He looks like the most generic white man I can ever fucking imagine. His first job was being the drummer for Sum 41. And he fucking sells property for the company that sold him his fucking house because apparently he liked working with them so much that he decided to sell there. Important part is the fact that they sell shit in like Palm Springs. And so their properties are just the most obscenely expensive things ever. You can buy a double wide right now for like, what was it, like $950,000?
Some obscene amount, yeah.
First, on their website, the first thing they open up is a 3,000 square foot house with 3 bedrooms and 3 baths for $1.65 million.
Holy
I don't know about
fuck.
the real estate market, but that's like a 250 grand house around here on a bad day.
Yeah.
That's like fucking Walmart money kind of house. That
Or-
ain't shit. Like,
Or a drummer for a moderately successful pop punk band in the early 2000s.
let's see. 3 bed, 3 bath, 2,300 square feet, $1.5 million.
No, what the fuck? Who has this kind of money for these?
3 bed, 2 bath, 1,200 square feet, $750,000.
Fuck,
That is
no.
smaller than my current apartment, which I pay $700 a month in rent for.
That's a closet for that much money.
1,200 square feet for 3 bedrooms? Those fucking bedrooms are going to be the size of my recording studio, which is literally a closet.
Tom Cruise in there?
Oh, but I am.
Oh, right, fair enough.
2 bed, 2 bath, 1,700 square feet, $630,000. 2 bed, 2 bath, 1,000 square foot goddamn trailer, 250 grand. It's
What
literally
the?
a mobile home, $250,000 for a mobile home.
It's
You can buy a mobile home for like $60,000 anywhere else in the country, but it's 250 grand for a mobile home in Palm Springs because you can't apparently just put a mobile home on a 50 by 50 square foot plot of land.
it's pricey being trailer trash in Palm Springs, I guess.
But you want to talk about pricey? You haven't even fucking heard pricey yet. Another mobile home, this time in an actual mobile community. So your neighbor is like 20 goddamn feet from your house. You can piss on their house if you fucking try hard enough and have enough beers. 2 bed, 2 bath, 800 square goddamn feet. 800 square feet.
Oh my god.
I live in a 4-plex fucking apartment in a fucking sketchy end of town with meth heads, and I have more than 800 square feet. What's the price?
100K?
Oh, no. 100K would almost be reasonable. I remember the last one was 250 grand.
Uh-huh.
$205,000 for a mobile home, which is 800 square feet.
No
Even a
fucking
double
way. No way.
Oh, fucking 908 Oahu Lane, $205,000.
Who's gonna pay this much for these fucking glorified closets?
You know what the best part is about all of these fucking listings?
People are buying them?
Every single listing is different from the last time we recorded an episode on this topic.
That means those fucking places sold then.
Yes. market, but they probably sold.
For fuck's sake.
You want to talk about condo prices?
Please, let's not.
$1 million for this condo. Guess how many bedrooms and bathrooms?
2 and 1.
3 and 3. A little better than you thought.
Yeah, I mean, for $1 million, I mean, you should at least get your own fucking bathroom.
It's only the size of a $250,000 house, but it's 3 and 3.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost reasonable. It's 3-bed, 4-bath, 2,100 square feet for $700,000.
Oh, that's
But you have
reasonable.
access to a private pool. We talk about you, but that'd be pretty nice, especially with a condo.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't know why they call it a condo though. From what I'm seeing, it looks more like a duplex,
right.
or more like a series of duplex in a gated community. This one, residential 2-bed, 3-bath, also has a hot tub, 1,700 square feet, $680,000.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, don't ever move to Palm Springs is the lesson that you should be learning here, ladies and gentlemen. 1,400 square foot, 2-bed, 2-bath building, $490,000.
You know what? Let's get this guy's number. Let's call him up and ask him what the fuck is wrong with him.
He doesn't set the prices. Keep in mind, this is just the price of California real estate. God bless America, right?
Hooray for capitalism.
Oh, yes. Well, that being said, I feel like we should probably wrap up our final thoughts on the album itself and then continue to mock shitty real estate prices. What do you think?
I mean, it was enjoyable. I didn't really particularly dislike any of the songs. They were quick enough where they really didn't get old at all, because by the time I got it, I mean, the one song, was it Never Wake Up? Was 50 seconds long. I mean, that's hardly long enough to really even get the chorus started. So these are quick songs, definitely shows the punk influences, but like with enough pop stylings to make them catchy and happy and not want me to go burn down the House of Parliament.
House of Parliament?
That was
You're an American.
That was a V for Vendetta reference. That was...
Oh, wait, never mind. I am a little retarded. Continue.
It was good at what it does. I mean, it did seem like there was a little bit of filler, so I'm going to dock them some points for false advertising. But then again, without the filler, it would have put it less than a 30-minute runtime, which would then, I guess, classify it as an EP. And we can't have EPs.
Oh, no, we can't.
So, I mean, given all that, I mean, I'm also kind of nostalgic for it, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
I'm going to disagree with your score. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, mostly on the basis of nostalgia. The album itself is fine. It's just very much rooted in the basis of the core of the sound, if that makes sense. It's very much early 2000s pop punk through and through, and I don't feel like it does anything special or unique to justify its existence.
For that, I kind of feel like they helped pioneer that early 2000s sound, and because...
I feel like that sound was more pioneered by the likes of like Blink-182 and Green Day, who both had much bigger albums come out before this album. Sum 41 was just kind of caught up in the trend, unfortunately.
So you're saying they conformed?
Yes, I'm saying that they were a part of the conformity.
Shame.
That being said, let's go back to talking about real estate in Palm Springs, because I have found the cheapest thing on their entire website.
Oh boy.
$1,100 a month. That is how much this condo costs.
Yeah, I mean...
That's the square footage.
500.
568 square feet.
Jesus, that's a fucking studio apartment.
This is a hotel room. This is the size of a hotel room.
Oh.
If that, this is a bathroom, a tiny kitchen,
A
and a
kitchenette.
living room that looks like you can throw a bed in it and it would reach from front to back of the living room.
Yeah, that's
This
one
is
fucking room.
nothing. This claims it's a one bed, one bath. I would be amazed if that bedroom is anything more than a walk-in closet. It's $1,100.
Oh my god.
$1,200 for something with 589 square feet. Again, $1,295. $1,395 for 836 square feet. You've yet to break 1,000 square feet. 880 square feet is $1,450. I will tell you when we break a fucking goddamn 1,000 square feet. Because we will not break 1,000 square feet until a very, very long time from now.
Why?
As I scroll through, we have already passed. Oh, shoot. Well, we have. My phone just froze, but I'm currently looking at a place.
Even your phone can't believe it.
I can't fucking believe it. Someone who has to pay rent. I cannot goddamn believe it. The closest place I found, a 1050 square feet, which is smaller than my apartment. 2 bed, 2 bath, $1,600.95.
Jesus Christ.
1,695. That's more than most people's mortgages, and that is what people are paying to live out in LA.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Palm Springs.
But are the wages at least comparable though? I mean, like I really have no idea, but like
I'm pretty sure Palm Springs operates on the California minimum wage. Keep in mind, Palm Springs is like, it's kind of a fucking rich neighborhood to begin with, and California's minimum wage right now in 2021 is like $13 an hour, I think.
yeah, it's not going to afford any of those places.
I believe it's like 14 an hour for anywhere with like more than 20 some odd appointments or 20 some odd fucking employees. So most major places have to pay $14 an hour. That being said, I guarantee you $14 an hour is not enough to make that kind of justification.
No, because 14, even on like full time, you're not even getting close.
I mean, you'd be paying half your fucking paycheck in rent because it'd be like $2,200 gross for $14 an hour.
Yeah.
Ballpark. And that's if you work full time, not have a second job like you would probably have to in LA. So even the cheap, shitty properties in Palm Springs are expensive. Gotta love California, right?
Yeah. Hooray for capitalism.
And now we can say we know more. Namely, the fact that the drummer from that one pop punk band screws people over.
Evil bastard.
And it feels like it. How do you go from a drummer to a real estate agent? That's the real question.
It seems like real estate agents like a common second career for some people. Like, remember...
That's because real estate license is super easy. A lot of people become car salesmen, too. Well, they will.
What's his face? Antoine Dodson? You know, how'd your kids? How'd your wife? He's a real estate agent now.
I believe it. Radio personalities go into car sales. I haven't figured out that one other than the fact that they're local celebrities, though.
Right, they probably just get the celebrity factor and then, you know, that calming radio voice.
Not even the calming radio voice, just everyone comes in and then they're like, oh my god, I used to listen to your morning show. And then the guy is like, yeah, thanks, I got fired 5 years ago. And then they fucking sell cars.
I'm not qualified to do anything else. You want to buy this Malibu?
It is fascinating how these types of things fucking happen. And Palm Springs real estate is obscenely expensive.
Yeah, I mean...
I feel like those are the most important lessons we've learned today. Would you agree?
Yeah, don't move to Palm Springs unless you win the fucking lottery.
Oh, don't move to Palm Springs, period, because you can just build a fucking house out in San Bernardino for the cost of most of these places. It'll
Or,
be bigger, and you can have the pool and hot tub.
right. Or, literally anywhere else for half the cost and still have all those things.
Well, yeah, but not everywhere is as nice as California. So if you're gonna move out to California, move to San Bernardino or somewhere cheap. Now, I'd like to live in California, right next to the fucking Pacific Ocean. It'd be great.
Yeah.
It's just not in the cards for me. Ooh, I don't know about you.
No, I'm not a big fan of the ocean.
I'm a big fan of the heat.
Well,
I'm a
that
big
too.
fan of.
And then plus, someday California is going to break off into the Pacific and turn into Arizona Bay.
Yeah, in a couple of fucking millennia.
Hey, you never know.
I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm just saying it won't happen for a long, long, long time. That being said, when it does happen, it'll probably be the end of California as we know it. Because it'll be an isolated island with kind of shitty weather that will be kind of fucking separated out by, a massive fucking current and several thousand-mile cliff walls.
Tectonic plates are a bitch.
Right? Absolutely. Goddamn geology making fucking rules for us.
Right. Goddamn fucking plate tectonics and Pangea and...
Yeah, fuck the fucking planet. We need to all be one continent again. Make Earth great again.
Jesus Christ.
So before I start a stupid revolutionary hashtag, I feel like we should probably wrap this up. What do you think?
Yep, I think we've really squeezed all the killer and none of the filler out of all killer, no filler.
I don't think that I have much more else to add other than the fact that Palm Springs sucks once again.
Yep, fuck Palm Springs. That's the moral of the story.
Oh yeah, definitely the moral story. Fuck Palm Springs and go watch Con Air. Those are the two lessons that you should take away from this episode, folks.
Yeah. Con Air, classic. Theme song. Great theme song. How Do I Live? Trisha Yearwood.
Oh yeah, classic theme song. That being said, I have been Cap. Conquest, rather. You are Cap. I'm Conquest. I'm not drunk, you're drunk.
Are we? Are we though?
Oh, I'm just drunk. So that being said, I'm Conquest.
And I'm Cap, I think.
I'm not sure either. But that being said, I'm Conquest, and this has been
Roll Credits.
Good night, guys.